Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another installment of The Locker Room. I am your host. You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Reggie. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stick around to the end, man. This is going to be a very, very interesting episode. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Deion Sanders era at Jackson State ends with a loss as Jackson State falls to North Carolina Central in the Celebration Bowl. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they lost in a thriller, as you can see on the screen, by a score of 41-34. It did go into overtime. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was on Twitter, man, and like I said, these dudes, they're real funny, man. This is what somebody said on Twitter. They said sending Deion Sanders to Colorado with an HBCU was the best Christmas present ever.
Nope. Stupid.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I told you, the hate runs deep, man. Prime went to Jackson State and did a lot of good things for Jackson State. And you know what, man? People just don't want to see this man prosper in his new head coaching position at Colorado. So it's very, very sad to me. As you guys can see on the screen, man, this is Deion Sanders after the loss. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about Deion Sanders and his comments that he made about leaving Jackson State. Now, like I said, you're not going to want to miss this, man. Be sure to stick around to the end. Now, let's get into it.
I wasn't going to die here. Y'all know that. Everything I said I would do, I did. Everything I said I wanted to happen, I tried my darnest to make it happen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, he said, listen, man, I was not going to die at Jackson State University. And I got to agree 100% with Deion, man. Listen, like I said, he went to Jackson State, did a very good job at Jackson State. But obviously, this man is a walking dollar sign. Like I said in our last video we did about Deion Sanders, man, it was only a matter of time before Deion Sanders was offered a much, much better job at a better school, to be quite honest with you, because the man is just a winner. And, like I said, Jackson State, as great of a school as it is, man, it's just not big enough for Deion Sanders, man. And a lot of people just really don't like that. They don't want to accept that, but it is what it is.
We've exceeded, I think, expectations in some realm. But when I don't fit into someone else's plan and purpose, now there's ridicule. But you forgot about my plan and God's purpose. That's where the dysfunction comes. I reached a point where I said to myself, we're going to go out there and recruit another great class. And we were, and TC will. And we're going to win again. So at what point do we keep dominating that you don't get mad at us for dominating? Because it's a level of dominance where you start to turn. And I felt that. We start to get tension from our own people because you're dominant. And you start saying, well, that's Prime. He can recruit that. We ain't got that. We don't have this. We heard that last night. You're 4 and 5 stars. Yeah, because we recruit those and they sign. But it comes a time that that's not what it's all about for me. I'm a winner. I've always won. I'm going to win. Y'all know that if you've done your homework. But it's bigger than that. It's about increasing enrollment. It's about the safety of students. It's about going to the next level, not just in football. I would love to go to another conference. Is the rest of the school ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, he is basically saying, listen, man, Jackson State just doesn't have the resources to keep me here. And obviously he can't just come out and say it as blunt as I just said it, but that's pretty much the gist of it, man. Listen, man, I have people that live in Mississippi. I've been to Mississippi several times, man. Just not much going on out there, okay? I believe it's the poorest state in the union, if I'm not mistaken. And, Deion Sanders, man, he needs to go somewhere where they have resources. And unfortunately, they just didn't have enough at Jackson State.
Is the baseball team ready? Is the basketball teams ready? Or just the football team? See, you make it just about football, and it's not just about football to me. It's about our trainers and kids that the fire alarms may go off and not being turned off at 3:15 in the morning. It's about people that may not have the proper safety on a campus that they should. I'm not just talking about Jackson State, I'm talking about everywhere. So the things that I want to accomplish, I can't do it by just being the darn football coach and winning games. I can't do it. And I reached a point where I had a real conversation with the Lord. Now, it's funny how you believe the Lord when he said to come here, but you don't believe me when I tell you the Lord may tell me to do otherwise. It's like my God is talking to you about me. I don't think he works like that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I got to agree with Prime on that one as well, man. Listen, like I said, he did his time, man. He was there for 3 years, and he did a very, very good job. And you know what, man? All good things must come to an end. And unfortunately for the fans at Jackson State University, man, Deion Sanders, he's got to move on with his life. And it is what it is. I mean, I don't see what the fuss is all about, to be quite honest with y'all.
But it's so much more that I can't do because that's not my occupation. I'm a football coach and a darn good one. And name one thing in football that we haven't accomplished that I said we would. But it's bigger than that. And until we address these underlying issues that nobody wants to talk about, ain't nothing gonna change. Football, yes. But what else is gonna change? And I'm a change agent. That's what it's all about to me. Because I'm not just attached to the football players, the equipment persons, the trainers, the academic persons, everybody on campus. When we leave, you're gonna find out what all we did. Because they don't really talk about the positivity until we go. You'll find out what all we did for Jackson State and all we wanted to do for Jackson State. I just pray to God that in all that get some understanding on change and where change really starts. And it does not start in the football department. God, that was good. Hey, that was a moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, Coach Sanders.
Thank you, Sam, for clapping me off.
So yes, man, that was pretty much Deion's, explanation on leaving Jackson State. I want to get you guys' comments in the comment section down below. Like I said, I will be supporting Deion Sanders every step of the way, man. Did a lot of great things for Jackson State, brought a lot of positive attention to the HBCU circuit, and hopefully, man, we see more coaches taking this route and putting on for the HBCUs. But that's pretty much all I got for this video, man. This was another installment of The Locker Room. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.